What's up, y'all? It's Wayne. Check out Undisputed every Friday to hear my hottest takes from the week in sports. From the Cowgirls to Coach Prime to LeBron. Undisputed is your go-to for the best sports debates from me, Skip, and the crew. Tune in and follow us on foxsports.com, the Fox Sports app, YouTube, and anywhere you listen to podcasts.
Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss show. Now, I want this to be a discussion. If y'all want to hit me up and give your input on it, please do so. I might turn this into a little series or something. I don't know. But anyways, so there was an old friend of mine. The reason why I call her an old friend, because we hadn't talked in years. Last time I seen her, I think I was like 15, 16 years old. We don't talk at all on social media. Like, we're social media friends, pretty much, you know? But anyway, she made this post saying that women don't like friendly guys. Now, that's what, I don't know. I don't want to be that person like where I gotta correct somebody, but I feel like on this particular discussion, I'm gonna have to correct somebody on this, because me personally, I like friendly people. I don't like people that's going to come at me rude. I don't like people that's going to like have an attitude towards me. I sat here and cleaned my glasses just for them to get even more smudged up. Like, I don't understand why glasses can't just stay clean, bruh. Like, I've been cleaning glasses all throughout quarantine. But anyways, yeah, I like friendly people. I don't like rude people. So, how I address people, I know people ask like, well, how do I approach women? I'm nice to them. I'm friendly. I'm not going to be rude or mean. I don't know what because here's the thing. Everybody is dealing with something at some point in time in their life. They're going to deal with something. I don't want to be that person that adds the cherry on top of whatever they're dealing with, and I'm the one to blame for whatever actions that they end up doing. So I'm like, no, I'm not going to go out of my way and be rude to people, because see, here's the thing. There's a friend of mine just a while ago related to her so much on this. So much on this. But anyways, she had lost both of her grandfathers. I related so much to that. And it was, and her situation is that she lost them around the same time. And so, yeah, if, I mean, like, I wouldn't say what, mine's wasn't like as soon as hers, but I had lost my grandfather on my dad's side in November of 2016, and then months later in March of 2017, that's when I lost my other grandfather. So yeah, I was like, it was a pretty hard thing to cope with and things. Like, it was it's a very like depressing moment of my life and stuff. But the thing is, like, if I were to approach her as if like dating and things, because only like I seen her issues, and I'm like, yeah, I think if anything, she just needs a friend to talk to. Like, I'm not really I'm not really like in it for a relationship. I mean, if a relationship were to happen, it happens. Like, I can't tell the future, and that's why I'm like, I don't want to be that person where I'm like, it's like, I say that I'm not like looking for a relationship, but if something were to happen, I'm not gonna deny it. Like, she's a nice and cool person, so I'm like, yeah. But anyways, yeah. So I seen her dealing with that. I reached out, was being as nice and caring as I possibly can be. How do you think she would feel if I was being rude to her about it? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know people around like, oh, well, maybe not on some things. No, because she's overall saying that if she doesn't like nice guys. She doesn't like friendly guys. So therefore, I'm thinking in any given situation, at any given time, doesn't matter what type of day it is, I have to be rude to this girl. If I like her, I have to be rude to her. What kind of elementary stuff is that? That's why I'm like, no, we're in a day and age now where we're all adults. Me, I'm a straightforward person. If I like somebody, I like them. If I don't, I don't. But I'm not going to beat around the bush or be rude to her or give her signs, send her anonymous messages and stuff. Like, I'm not with that. I'm not with that. Like, I never was. Like, I'm like, nah, my thing is that I've always been a straightforward person. I might have been shy while I was doing it, but it had to been done. Whatever I need to get across, it had to been done. So, excuse me. But anyways, yeah, I'm like, that's just, nah, I'm not a beat around the bush type person where I'm like, oh, I gotta throw hints at you and stuff. So, I like somebody, I'm talking to that somebody right now, her name starts with whatever. Like, nah, I'm like, look, I like you, do you see a future with us? Like, I'm willing to build it, however long it takes, but I'm not like that straightforward. Like, I might like throw like, well, see here, then, like, I'm kind of, like, sounding hypocritical. Like, I don't throw, like, hints out, but I will, like, mention it in things, like, hanging out and all that. Like, yeah, like, hanging out. Like, that's the type of stuff where I'm all like, I think that might be a sign or that might be a hint that person likes that person, just to see, like, how they are. Like, if they're wanting to hang out with you, I feel like that's when it's all like, okay, they might be interested in me and things, or, it's like, I feel like that at that hanging out point, it's like, okay, you're just trying to see if this person's going to be a friend, or if it's going to be relationship type situation. So, anyways, back on the friendly thing, I'm giving y'all, like, all types of dating advice and things, but, anyways, I seen that, and I'm just all like, I cannot be rude to a girl. That's just not who I am as a person. Like, I don't know when a girl is dealing with some stuff, so that's even more so the reason why I'm like, I can't just, if I do like a girl and she's dealing with some stuff, do you know how bad that would look on me? Being rude to her, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I like you, that's what I'm saying, you're too short for who you, I'm like, that's the thing, I don't even know how to be rude to women. I don't, that's not who I am. It ain't even something that was, like, being taught to me, like, not to overall be rude to women. That's just something that I picked up. That was overall, like, nobody ain't sat down, had no talk with me, all like, be nice to a woman, do these things and all that. All that stuff was self-taught. I'm like, I'm not trying to brag or anything, but I'm like, that's all the things that I do today where I'm, like, being, like, super nice to people. That wasn't, I have to say probably the inspiration behind, like, having a positive attitude will probably be my grandfather. Both of my grandfathers, both of those guys had positive attitudes before they passed. The one I didn't really know that much, but the one I knew him my whole life. And, I always kind of been a nice person, and I felt like that like, trickled down to me and things, and so that's why I'm like, I overall can't, I don't know how to be rude to people, especially if I don't know them. And then that's what I'm saying, like, if there's a girl that I like, why would I be rude to her? That's what I'm like, I just don't understand. Like, that's questions where I'm like, I know if I, and then here's the crazy thing about it, the amount of support she was getting on that post. She had like 50 something shares. Everybody in the, and it was like mainly, like her friends and stuff, like other girlfriends of hers and stuff. And they were all saying, like, yes, sis, this and that. So, like, saying some, like, supportive, like, ish and things. I'm like, no, time out. Time out. Wait a second. Hold on. How is this getting support? Like, so, if I go out and get a girl flowers and, chocolates, find out what her favorite movie, and here's the thing, like, not gonna put this girl out on blast, because I've always been a nice guy. I've never been just flat out rude to women before. So back in high school, this girl actually liked me. She actually had liked me, and I was like, my thing was that I don't know, she was a little bit too wild for me. I can understand if you have a preference. So if you're all like, if you need to, then that's when I'm like, okay, you need to say that thing, that you have a preference, that you don't like friendly guys. Then I would understand. But if you're speaking for all women on this one, saying that all women don't like friendly guys, I'm saying, like, that's misleading. That is very, very misleading. And guys, like, that's why I'm like, if she's joking, okay, like, then, it's a joke. But if, I don't know, that's why I'm all like, I seen the support she was getting, and I'm thinking, like, I don't think this is a joke. I think she's being dead serious about this. So I'm like, and that's why I'm like, if I'm going out of my way to be nice to a girl, and she's all like, oh, no, you're nice, you're friendly. I don't like nice and friendly guys. I'm like, that just hurts. That's hurtful. That's just straight up hurtful. I'm saying, I'm over here, like, trying to give you time of the day, then you turn me down because I'm being nice to you? What kind of foolishness? Like, nah, that ain't normal. That's not normal. You got, like, some chemical imbalance or something going on in your brain, because I don't understand that type of behavior. I'm saying, like, if there's a girl, right? And I've had this, like, type of stuff. Like, let me just talk about I did not like, there's one of the girls that I like, but the other one that I didn't like. But the one that I didn't like, yeah, she was rude from the jump. Like, she was cool at one point. I was chilled with her brother and stuff. Me and her brother would hang out. But she was flat out rude. I remember she threatened to egg my house. What else? Her mom had cussed me out. I remember her sister tried to throw a water balloon at one of my friends. Yeah, so I was just like, that girl, off limits and things. But then the girl that I did like, she's nice, supportive, buys me gifts and things. And I'm like, okay, I mean, if we're, weighing the stakes here and stuff, like, okay, friendly girl, buying me nice gifts and things, being supportive, super nice, very caring, rather than a girl that's like threatening to egg my house. Like, oh yeah, let's go with the girl that's threatening to egg my house. Yeah, I'd really like to start a family with her. That's why I'm like, I just don't. For me personally, I like nice and friendly people. I don't like rude people. What are you being rude for? What has that person ever did to you? That's why I'm like, even if you like, I don't care if that's your character, and it's like, why? Where is that getting you in life? Being rude to people for no reason. That's why I'm like, I seen that post and I was like, I gotta talk about this. But no, I remember in school she liked me, and I like how it's like I forgot what I was talking about, but then it was like straight up just flashed in my brain, like, you were talking about this and things. But no, I remember in school she did like me. I remember she did like me, because so no, this is how I knew that she liked me and stuff. So anyways, this kid brings Halo to school. He somehow managed to get like a PC version of it. I was like, I don't know how that's possible, but he did. So anyways, he had got Halo, was playing it in the classroom and things. We were all watching because we were like all fan of video games and Halo and stuff. So anyways, she comes over, she's talking to me about his game. I'm like, and that's the thing, like, we didn't, I don't know, I don't remember any other guys like talking to her, but she walked over. She's watching everybody like playing things. I don't remember playing. I think because I had some schoolwork to do and stuff. So yeah, I wasn't doing so hot in school. But anyways, I think I was doing schoolwork, but I was like occasionally like looking over and things, watching them play. And so she looks over at me. Out of all the other, there's like multiple people standing there, so she could have asked any of those guys. She asked me, like, can you teach me how to play Halo? And I'm like thinking in my head, like, why is she asking me? And then that's when I put two and two together. I'm like, I understand now. I know people are all like, well, did you teach her how to play? No, I didn't. Like I said, I don't really like wild women and stuff. Like, wild women ain't my thing. I like nice and quiet women. I think I said that before. I like nice and quiet women. This girl, I kid you guys not. I swear I'm not lying when I say this. I seen her on the news stealing food. It was like when them kids, when they be doing like those raids on 7-Elevens, and then there's like 100 of them just run in there and then they just start grabbing whatever they can grab. Yeah, she was one of the 100 kids and stuff. And yeah, I'm like, that's somewhere I'm like, I wouldn't want to have a family with her. And then her kids, like, that's like, something that it's brought up with the kids and stuff. Like, oh, how did you and mom meet? I was like, oh yeah, me and her, we were over in 7-Eleven stealing. I ain't never stole no food from. I ain't got no reason. To steal food. I got money, so I'm like, yeah, I ain't got no reason to steal. But anyways, yeah, like, oh yeah, it's like, met up with your mom at 7-Eleven, seen her on TV stealing food, and I just fell in love with her that day. Like, that's not something that you tell kids. I feel like it should be like, yeah, it should be like one of them like nice love story movie type, stories. Like, oh yeah, she, like some Notebook type stuff. Like, we were like over and we were in the rain. We were giving each other that look. And then we just started making out in the rain. Like, that's something I would want to tell my kids. They might find that type of stuff weird, but I'm like, hey, rather have that than the other one. But yeah, I'm like, I just don't understand. Like, if women do like rude and mean guys, why? For what? Like that, I'm like, man, I think if that's the case, if all women like rude guys, then yeah, most likely there's gonna have to be that super rare woman that doesn't. But I think for the most part, I might be single for a while until I find a woman that actually, likes me for me. She doesn't, I ain't gotta like change who I am as a person and stuff. So to support her needs and things, I'm like, but no, I just find that dumb. I'm like, I personally don't agree with that statement. But I'm not a woman, so I don't know. But there's women that I've talked to and stuff, and they overall like who I am as a person. Now I feel like I just need to like ask like every girl, like, what would you rather have, like a super rude guy, or I should do like a part 2 to this, like ask like a bunch of like lady friends of mine's, like what do you like, rude guys or nice guys? Like I'm just asking for it. Like I tell them, I'm like, yeah, just like because this discussion, I feel like this ain't over. I feel like I'm gonna have to like get some answers in and things from other women and stuff. But anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Yeah, this might continue. This might continue in things. I'm gonna have to ask some women and stuff. But anyways, yeah, thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on the podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, have it set up. And if you are purchasing tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock $20 off your first purchase. And that being said, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching and or listening, and peace.